In this video, I'll tell you how you can become a content creation machine in 1 week. Not only that, you'll get free tools, templates, and the exact strategy and steps you can follow to become unstoppable when it comes to content creation. I started creating content 2 years ago, and after putting in so much effort, I saw no growth at all. It was frustrating, but do you know what? I somehow managed to get 200k followers on Instagram in just 7 months. This was only possible when I realized 2 things. 1, I needed attention-grabbing high-quality content, and 2, I needed a lot of it. And doing these 2 things is only possible if you optimize and streamline your process to save hours of time daily. I've been posting almost daily for the past 1.5 years without facing any burnouts or creator blocks at all. I've also started creating these YouTube animations that you're watching right now. These videos take hours of frame-by-frame editing and scripting, and guess what? I'm doing everything all by myself. After doing all this, I still managed to take daily breaks, spend time with my family, and work on my agency business. See, even if you have nothing right now, you can always make money, only if you have time. But the clock is ticking, time is passing, and one day we all will run out of time. Sorry for being a bummer, but this is why you need systems in place that can multiply your time so you create exponentially more content and value for your audience. In this video, I will tell you 6 hacks that will turn you into a content creating machine in 1 week. Let's start with the first one, which is creating and using custom templates. I don't care if you're creating videos, articles, graphics, or whatever, the single best thing that happened in content creation is the origin of templates. Most new creators make the mistake of coming up with different content formats every single day. It completely messes up your branding and the ability to attract a certain type of audience. So pick a content format and focus on mastering it to the very best. To help you out, I am attaching free templates with this video down in the description. You'll be able to browse through free graphic design, video creation, and intro and outro templates for free. What I recommend is to pick the templates you like, customize the colors and fonts according to your needs, and start milking them on a daily basis. Using templates makes your content more memorable. This is the reason why the best content creators out there actively use similar styles and elements in all their videos. The second hack is to develop a creative calendar. Do you wake up every day and waste hours thinking what your content should be about? That time could be utilized well by working on a great video if you already know what to create. This is where you need to develop a creative calendar that tells you exactly what to make so you can directly get to work. Now, many people work on very strict content calendars with set dates and times. The problem I find with that, it's very rigid, and all of a sudden content creation starts feeling like a job. What I do is that whenever I get a new idea, I write it down on my content calendar without worrying much about the set dates and times, since I post almost every day. The idea is not to have a content calendar but a creative calendar. So whenever I wake up, I already know what I'm doing today. With a rigid content calendar, when you miss a posting day, the whole schedule gets messed up and it becomes an obstacle in your creative process. For me, whenever I miss a posting day, I can simply jump to the next topic and move the previous day's topic to the next week or month without worrying about it. Always remember, momentum is crucial for a content creator, and nothing should push you away from falling in love with the process. The third hack is to batch your content creation. Batching means creating a bunch of content in a single session. I know some people who create an entire month of content in the first week, but I don't recommend that, especially if growing an online audience is your priority. If your only focus is on saving time and complete things quickly, then that content will most likely suck. So, instead of batching the entire content creation, I recommend batching different aspects of the process. For example, I write all my titles on day 1, on day 2 and 3, I complete my scripts and copies, and on day 4 and 5, I design the content or do video editing to finally publish. Notice how I am still creating content almost every day, because it's not about doing it quickly, it's about doing more in the same amount of time. If you're creating content just for the sake of publishing, then you can stop right now, because that's not going to work in the long term. If you're expecting results without falling in love with the process, then you're doing the wrong thing. To help you batch content, I have attached a batching template down in the description as well, so you can go through the entire process without any difficulties. Now, the fourth hack is to write sensational copies. Most creators fail because of bad writing or not knowing the right thing to say. Remember, even a single word can make a world of difference. Every single word used in your video or graphics should be intentional, not accidental. A great copy decides whether the content will reach more people or not. I was posting the same type of content when I started, but no one listened until I made some adjustments to the way I convey my message. The very first thing to do is to stop writing generic copies. Anyone can Google something and find a definition. They don't want to listen to definitions, so find a creative way to put your message forward. This is the reason why AI content writers don't create great content, for now. They lack the human element that is crucial for giving personality to your content. The second thing to do is to make your copies dramatic. Instead of saying, "How to grow on Instagram," you can say something like, "I found this one thing that gave me 50k followers in 3 months." The third thing you need is to be very direct and concise. If you're making a 5-minute video, it should be clear and concise, and if you're making a 15-minute video, it should be as clear and concise as the 5-minute video. Don't just increase the length of your content. Make sure you proportionally increase the value you provide as well. Doing these 3 things will help you write better copies and scripts to make your viewers return again and again to maximize your retention. And make sure whatever you're saying and writing is so simple that even a second-grade student can understand it. I am attaching some tools that will help you write simple and crisp copies down in the description, so use them and get better over time. The 5th hack is to repurpose and milk your content dry. Repurposing and reusing content should be an important part of your core strategy. The idea is to use your old content to its full potential by using it in different formats on different platforms. For example, you can create a YouTube video, and now use parts of those videos to create Instagram Reels and TikTok videos. You can even pin it on Pinterest, turn it into an article and then answer questions related to it on Quora and Reddit. This way you leverage every single content idea and topic you have to its full potential. It's a useful strategy, but remember you don't have to leverage all of the repurposing formats. For example, I simply repost my Instagram Reels on Pinterest and YouTube Shorts and then answer a bunch of questions on Quora, and then I simply move on to my next video. So if I'm using a single video on 3 platforms, I'm getting thrice as much done through a single day of work. You can even repost the same video to the same platform if you gain some new followers who haven't seen your old videos. So try to leverage the content you've already created in different ways to save hours on creating new content daily. If you need ideas on repurposing your content, I've attached 20 creative ways you can repurpose your content down in the description. The 6th hack is to work on NAC, which is niche awareness content. Every expert tells you to stick to your niche, but guess what? Most platforms these days are focusing on content that has a mass appeal. This is where the concept of niche awareness content comes in. It basically means creating content that has mass appeal and makes people interested in your niche rather than posting niche-related content. For example, instead of posting a video titled, "How to do SEO," you can post a video that says, "How to rank your website on Google." Not many people will know what SEO means, but mostly everyone knows about Google. Keep it super simple and beginner-friendly and guide them through the process like a second-grade student. Not only now your content has mass appeal, but it also stays relevant to your niche, so you're shooting 2 targets with a single arrow. This is what I consistently do in my short-form videos. My titles are always super simple to understand, and the explanations I give are always short and to the point. This is what your approach should be with basically any creative work you do online. Keep it simple and easy to understand, and make sure your content makes sense, even to someone who's not in your niche. Because you never know, you may be the first account that gets them interested in the subject. If you like this video, here's another one which shows how to start a business from scratch. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you leave a like. Thanks for watching. See you next time.